Hello everyone and welcome to Noob Vibes Only. My name is Garethos and today we're going to be jumping into Civilization VII from Sid Meier. After a long break, they've had the Test of Time update that has just been released, and as a person who was really quite looking forward to Civilization VII when it came out, and who then was very disappointed, I've decided to come back and have a look at the game again, now that we are back and have had some changes done. Alright, so you see I have been away for a while, I've gotten some things, and this is my first time looking at the new UI and the new things that they've put in, and I just wanted to talk a bit about it and about my experience as a Civilization player. Now, as someone who's played Civilization since Civilization 2, and someone who has just a few hours in Civilization 6, and someone who really was very interested in playing this one when it came out, I really was quite disappointed when the game first came out. And there are a couple of reasons for that, and I'd like to talk about them. And we'll see what kind of things they've done to fix those problems. So first, let's have a look and see. We'll just pick someone random. We do have the new Alexander. Maybe we'll look at Alexander. He's militaristic, he's cultural. He has ability King of the World. Cities other than your capital with a wonder get 10% production and culture. Doubled if they're on a different continent than your capital. So we want to build wonders in our other cities and build them in other continents. We have combat strength for land military units and for unique military units for every city with a wonder other than your capital. +2 dominion for every city with a wonder other than your capital. Towns converted cities are renamed after Alexander. So this dominion points, they've added a whole lot of new things. We get to unlock different empires, but we now have the Test of Time, so we are able to stay as one. So I'm going to see if we can get that. We're going to select Alexander. I want to have a look. This is new now. Starting age, we can change. Okay, obviously we can change our starting age. This was always there. We want to start in antiquity. Alexander, being the Greeks, would be the right place to start, and wanting to stay with the Greeks. Now I'm not sure if we have to choose it here, and see all of them are open. Great Britain, Meiji Japan. We can look at all of them. So we're going to go with Greece. Greece is cultural and diplomatic. They have +3 influence on the palace, 2 culture for active endeavors, sanctions, and diplomatic projects you started or supported, +T tourism for every city state you're suzerain of, 30% production towards constructing the Oracle. Alright, we get the Acropolis Quarter, we have to build the Odeon and the Pantheon. Now obviously people who haven't played this will not know how these unique districts work, and you have to build these two in the same area to get it. We get the hoplites, we get the logios, those are the same. We get different traditions. It explains everything now. This is quite nice, this is new. Didn't have so much detail. Different ages, we are going to be playing them here. And obviously as we unlock them, keeping them through the ages, we can get their new bonuses, which is great. So we're going to select antiquity, and now we get to choose the different things. Difficulty, let's just leave it on Viceroy is fine. Standard speed. So now we get this new age transition. Continuity. Retain most of your empire units and alliances with other leaders at age transition. Or we can do the reset. Okay, so we're going to do the continuity. And then we're going to look at time test allowed. So here we go. Random servers may be selected from outside the starting age when beginning a new game. This applies to both AI and human. AI can do that. Okay, cool. Or we can have Apex only. This gives you randomized civs selected from the associate with the starting age. We can do historical, so they will historically move on to something that was mixed to them. And we can look at advanced things here. So let's see. Game speed standard, age length standard, the age end cooldown. We've got continuity. Those are normal. Bypass civilization unlocks, so we can just enable that if we want to unlock things we want, like whatever we want. We're not going to worry about that because we're going to try and stay with him. Triumph set, the recorded set of triumphs in all play. Triumphs is a new thing to me. This is all AI happy map settings here, star position, continents and islands. Random seed disasters. They've got disaster frequency here, which is great. The different crises you can stage. Okay, here we go. Age selection, age transition. If the human player switches to an apex city, they will do the same. If they persist as the current civ, the AI will do the same. So we're going to leave it as that. So this seems like we can just stay with him now. And this is very nice. Much better UI. And this is one of the big problems that I had with Civ 7 when it launched, Civ 7, is that the UI was an absolute mess and was not beautiful to look at. It was hard to find things. Things were not explained very well. This is looking very great, very good. Much better than before now. Before we had here mementos, so we can select. This is better now. It's bigger. I can read things a bit easier. In the beginning, it was just this whole block of little things, and you had to go mouse over each one to find out what it did. This is much better right now. I can start seeing things very easily. An extra social policy slot. We want wonders for this commander and commanders. These are great. We get the logios and stuff like that. Plains or desert. This is good if we want to convert to cities. We don't want to do this because we want to convert to cities. Cavalry units, cities gain 2% per great work. Commanders, for unit growth rate. That'll be a later on thing. Science buildings. This is quite good. I like this happiness as well. For age for social policy slot, natural one. I'm trying to see if there's anything here for... No. Right, I don't have anything for helping me build wonders, so that's not good. Like, cultural attribute could probably help me. And we can look for something else here, an extra policy slot. Policy slots are always good. Confirm. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to launch this game. So, the next thing that I didn't really enjoy in Civ 7 when it started, when I played it quite a lot in the beginning, and then I very quickly lost the fun of it. Was a few things. The Civilopedia being a huge thing for me, and I'm going to check that as soon as I get in. It's one of the first things I want to look at. I remember from Civ 2 having this wonderful Civilopedia. I felt like this was the best thing. It was a great historical resource, and I love history. And I played this game for a long time because of my love of history and wanting to learn more about history and learn more about these civilizations. Every wonder had a page, every unit had a page, quite detailed, with some little tidbits of knowledge about it. And I love that, and I love that in Civ 6. Civ 6 has a great one, and I really enjoyed playing that. So when I came into Civ 7 for the first time and looked at the Civilopedia, and it was really just nothing. There was nothing in it. It was quite irritating. Why are we not starting? Apparently we can't begin the game. Do we have to click on?
Out of many sources,
shouldn't have to. I'm waiting for her to start talking. Stop talking. Maybe it's not ready yet.
Athens, wealthy Corinth, comes the rich
okay.
of Greece. Wielding poetry,
and not having that Civilopedia be available to me and having it be very bare bones made the game feel a lot less like a Civilization game to me as to what I was used to. And of course, it's a new game. I didn't expect it to be the same. But the Civilopedia has been a big part of every single Civilization game that I've ever played. And I've played them all from 2. I've played even the Beyond Earth one, when we go to space. Of course, I've played Alpha Centauri, which is so detailed. And this one just didn't feel like it had what I was looking for. Right. Excellent. So this is a new splash kind of screen that's come up. Lead people to greatness. There's some tutorials. The Civilopedia, it says, will be available. History built-in layers. This is all new. Looks a lot more polished. How to achieve economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic victories. Each one need to excel beyond civilization, strategically manage your empire and citizens. Alright. So, every game's own journey. You'll see if I choose advise messages. Okay, we are going to turn off the advisors. Obviously, I've just reinstalled the game, having deleted it. I was so upset with it. I literally just deleted it. that it's treating me as obviously a new player now. Language, show intro video, don't need that anymore. Show ribbon yields, yes. Turn these on, always show ribbon yields. Tooltop, don't have graphics game. Auto unit, production tutorials, no thank you. Okay. Confirm changes. Continue. Alright, so looking at the map, okay, we're still the same way it looks. And we were having a discussion today. This is my next thing. So let's first look at the Civilopedia. Civilopedia, we've got, okay, leaders looking nice. Got information, we've got some historical context, which is great. Our ages, talking about triumphs. This is one of the new things. Triumph special challenges available in every age, rewarding excellent strategic play. 2 types, major and minor. Minor are key historic milestones and immediately provide you small instant reward. Major require long-term strategy and will reward a dedication. It's a powerful strategic bonus that can be chosen on age transition. You can earn it any time, but you're required to be the first player to achieve it. So you've got little goals to achieve now, and there are triumph sets. I didn't set the triumph set, so it's just on whatever it is, basically. There's dedications. You also earn the dedication, getting a powerful bonus chosen during the age transition. You can only choose 3 to the next age, so achieving 3 major triumphs gives you additional strategic options. Shouldn't be significant priority for the campaign. Alright, so this is looking much better. The different rulers, the different civilizations here. The republics, despotism, oligarchy, revolution. That is still not a lot of things. Oh, that's just Iceland, right? Okay. Here, chiefdom, citizenship, code of laws. Alright, so we're getting... It's looking like a lot of stuff in here. That's much better than before. I'm liking this. Looking at the... Okay, now this is our civilizations. Not our civilizations, sorry, our science technologies. Is this only for this age? So this looks like it's only for this age. You see? And where are all the technologies? So we only get access to these technologies here. Improvements. These are only the improvements that we can get now. So this is a change to the Civilopedia that I don't understand. Why? Maybe because I'm not sure if I'm going to unlock another civilization, and they all have different ones. So that's a little bit different. Okay, well, we've got all the wonders. We've got our different beliefs. Still sticking with the beliefs. It's all linked to the altar, which is, I suppose, historically correct. If you think about Civilization 6, you'd have to unlock your pantheon by just gaining faith. You didn't have to have a building to get it. You just needed faith and you'd get a pantheon, and that would be available for the whole game if you decided not to get anything. Now you have to build the temple. And then we've got all our people, founders, warriors. Yeah, so this is only the people that we can build in this age, it seems like. Can disembark. Right, so we do have Civilopedia. It's looking a lot better, but we are limited to the age. Right, that's the first thing we wanted to check. We still have our victories bar here. We can click on the victories. So let's look at them now. Drive the world through tourism. So we do have tourism here. This is a key from Civ 6. And we get point goal, but it's not, like this is just a summary. Economic, we have to get the biggest economy by getting resources. Military, we have to get most settlements. Scientific, getting mathematics and space technology. So we have to reach certain technologies. So let's look at them one by one. It's just telling me the tourism I needed to win. It's not explaining to me how to get tourism. And that was always a problem in Civilization 6. People didn't understand how tourism worked. And let's see if we can look here. And if we can go here and search, and we can search for tourism. There is nothing. Why can I not search tourism? Like, how is that helping me to understand the game? and what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't understand how to get tourism. I'm a new player. I've never played Civ before. How do I get tourism, guys? Please tell me if you know. I'm assuming it's linked to culture somehow. I'm going to have to get there. Okay, so let's look. We've got our founder. We can look here. Map. Lens toggles. Great. We can change the things on. That's cool. I wonder if we still can push F1, F2. No, those are different things. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that doesn't do anything. There's our settler. Here's a nice little tooltip up here. It's quite big. It's easy to see. I do like that. We can only be on one at a time. We've got the hex grid. We've got the yields. We've got the resources. Conquest shows districts. Okay, that's pretty cool if you don't know how to find what you need to conquest a city. So we've got everything on. So my first thing, the yields. Very hard to see them. Like if I'm zoomed out fully and I want to see yields, like really small. Even here, small. I have to be like right here to see that is. Okay, again, I'm looking from the experience of a person who hasn't played Civ. Who doesn't know what things are. You have to float over them, you get a bit of advanced tooltip there. Shows you total yields, that's pretty good. Now I can see volcano. That's great. Let's look at the resources. Because this is another big peeve of mine. And I was talking to someone today on Reddit about it. Is you don't need strategic resources to build things. You can just get whatever you want. You really just need to get camels. We got camels. This is what we fight over in this game, is camels. Camels give you +2 resource capacity in the city. And it doesn't consume a slot. That's all you need. Lots of camels. So we're happy. We've got camels. We've got some food. This tile's not great. Not great. Not great. Not great. Does have a volcano. Does volcanic soil help me at all? Don't know. We'll find out. Tin. Production in cities. More production in towns. Needs a mine. So I think we're in a pretty bad place. But we have green here. It says can settle, but we have no happiness there. If we're in yellow, we have to settle in this green somewhere. So what's over there? We have some dies for happiness. Remember, your cities can usually expand 3 tiles out, and then it shows you kind of, it's showing you the radius here. And up to there, and up to there, and up to there, like that big hex. So I suppose we're going to settle on the hill. Got our tools up here. It's looking same as I remember it. It looks a little bit bigger. Maybe it's the same. I haven't played in a while. Athena is founded. If we can zoom in, we've got a pretty cool thing. We've got some nice animations happening there. The map has always been beautiful. The Civ 7 map and the Civ 7, the way it looks, very nice. But we'll get into some of the things I think about in just a second. We always build a scout first. We are going to research agriculture first. You have to, and we are... Can I choose? Chiefdom. Just chiefdom. We have to research those, same as always. Let's look at these. We're going to look at our government. We don't have any policies. We don't have any crises yet. Alright, let's click on these skills, resources and trade. This is looking different. This has been updated. We can see here our tabs, resources, trade routes, empire. This is great. Much more detailed than before. Looking really nice. Tells me there's nothing disconnected. These resources will appear here. We have no resources connected. Shows you quite detailed what Athena is producing. And that's very nice. I like that. Like the change. Here's our ribbon at the top. Shows us 5 gold a turn, 10 science, 10 culture, 5 happiness, 13 influence, and 1 out of 3 cities. We get -5 for every city over the settlement limit. And we have 0 trade routes. So let's go. Horses up here. Now, if we look at horses, as we unlock our ageless buildings, which is another point of contention. We have some horses here. +1 combat strength for cavalry units, max 6. So now you notice, we don't have to have horses to build cavalry units. Big change from Civ 6, and they've kept it. It hasn't gone away. They're just stacking bonuses now. So that means you can be in a place that has no horses, and you can build units that use horses. And I feel, for one, that this takes a large strategic depth out of this game. Where before you had to control parts of the map, now you can just settle anywhere, build anything, and it seems like it's not strategic anymore. It's just a SimCity build up an empire that looks cool wherever you feel like it and just do whatever you want. And for me, that's just not civilization. Okay, we're going to look at the tree. This is the same, hasn't changed. We've got the main building, and then we have the little leaf technologies here that you can gain codexes from. That is the same. I'm seeing the science is exactly the same. Gain the codexes, slot the codexes into buildings. That's what it looks like. So let's have a look at these things. The symbols are quite clear. Again, we have our ageless buildings. Now, unless you get a mod for it, and there's no mod right now because they've just updated the game, so the mod will come later, I'm sure. You cannot build over ageless structures. So if you get a granary, you can never build over that granary. Even if you get the upgraded version of the granary later in the game, because there's a better version that comes later, you have to keep your little granary that you got in the beginning of the game and build another ageless building somewhere else that you also can't build over, that also produces things for food and farms and pastures and plantations. Bad decision, in my opinion. Very bad decision. This structure should be overbuildable by the upgrade of this structure. Makes sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. Right. I got the fishing key, sorry. We can go for sailing, pottery, getting our brickyard. So now at the beginning of the game, you've got to look at your settlement and go, what does my settlement have? And you have to really look at it, because it's not that well defined, right? So if I look from here, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, you get these little rocky bits on them that kind of show you that these are places where you can build mines. This one, we can build a mine, but what differentiates this from a quarry? What does this say? Clay pit. I can build a clay pit here because there's a bit of water in it, right? But if we move far enough away, does that show me that? Doesn't really. I'm nitpicking a little bit, but these are things that were quite easy to see in a lot of the other Civ games. Were easy to understand. So here I can build a pasture, obviously because there's horses. Horses go in a pasture. Makes sense. So we look at our things. We can build bonus to camps and woodcutters. So that's going to be woodcutter, nothing else. Do we get a camp for them? One camp. So we've got 2 woodcutters, 1 camp. Here's mine. So this place we've got mine, and deserts that make farms apparently, because we can build farms on deserts. This is cool. It's different from the other civs in that you can build farms on deserts in the beginning of the game. Doesn't give you much, but it's still better than having no farm available on desert terrain. Or we can build a harbor, getting fishing boats. This could be a possibility. We do need fishing boats here. That'll give us food from fishing. So that'll also help us to expand out this way towards the fishing. So maybe we can do that. But also here we get the slinger. So here's our first ranged unit. We do want a ranged unit, so we have to get that first. We've got our scout. Our scout abilities are still the same. We can increase sight range by 1 by lookout. So if we move right-clicking 1 block, we have found limestone. Limestone's going to give us a quarry. So now, looking at the difference between this terrain and that terrain has little rocks on it. This terrain has little rocks on it. This terrain has little rocks on it. These are white rocks, those are white rocks, those are grey rocks. This is a mine, this is a mine, that's a quarry. Ready? Just because we can see it's got this limestone. We have to mouse over it, gives us limestone. We're like, oh, stone is a quarry, okay, great. Not something you can see so easily straight away. Now you have to worry about that with these ageless buildings. You build an ageless building, then you don't use it, it's a wasted space. It also means you can't use that tile ever again because it now has an ageless building on it. Not happy about it. I'm not going to get the granary right now. I do get pasture over there, I get farms on all of these, but what if I just build these up with buildings instead of farms, and then I don't need this horrible granary that I'm not going to care about. So, hoplite it shall be. We need our army. We're Greece, we're going to conquer the world. And we're going to go through some turns. We get our same growth mechanic, choosing 1 tile to grow your person, no longer workers. The workers are still staying away. It does explain to me here how to do it, which is great. And this is nice and clear. I really like that they've fixed up the UI and the tooltips and made them look beautiful. Tells me how to upgrade the tile. doesn't tell you that if you click on this, it claims these 3 tiles, which is very important. Let's see. Add an improvement to claim its seals, upgrade the tile from an unimproved to a rural tile, the settlement from a neighboring settlement. Add an improvement to claim the tile's yields and upgrade the tile from an unimproved tile to a rural tile in this settlement. So we can now also switch apparently between cities, which is great. But now it doesn't tell you. It was very surprising to me the first time that I did this, was how it grabs tiles for you. So if I grab this tile, it's going to grab 1, 2, 3 tiles that are attached to it. They're going to become mine. So it's very strategic. But also you cannot do this if you're blocked. So if there's a mountain range here, I can't grab these tiles on this side until I've connected them around the mountain. Very bad design. Very bad. Hopefully they've changed it. I haven't gotten there yet. I feel like it's very bad. Okay, we're going to go this way. We want the camels. We're going to choose the one that gives us the most yields. This one is best because it's going to give us this tile that has a thing, and it's going to give us this tile which leads to that tile. So this is the tile we're taking. Do you see? Pop down. Those 3 tiles are now ours. Nowhere is that told to you. It doesn't explain it to you. You find it out by clicking on things and going, oh, that's not what I wanted to click, and now I've got a special place. We're going to move on there. Movement is still shown nicely? No. Before, when you moved a character here, it would show you the movement cost of the tile. There is no movement cost on this tile. Do you see if I mouse over it, it shows me the yields. It shows me the movement cost when I do this, but just holding on it doesn't show me the movement cost. Okay, we found silk. We get to do these cool things called search. And this is the best thing you can do with your scout. He's going to search a whole wide area, and he reveals, if you look at it, reveals all discoveries within twice that range. So you can look a bit further. No discoveries this way. We're going to head off in a different direction. Try and discover things otherwise. Here we have Kauri. This is a new one. 4 gold and 2 science in towns. Very nice. This is a spot for a city. Fishing city. Going to go right over here. Do we have map tax? No, we don't have map tax, guys. Another problem. Civ 6, map tax. We upgrade to Civ 7. Suddenly, we cannot put pins in a map anymore. Don't understand. We just lost the code. It doesn't exist anymore, guys. We don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. We've totally forgotten. The guy who did it in Civilization 6 left the company. He's run away. He just didn't tell us. He didn't write it on a piece of paper anywhere. He just said, nope, screw you guys. I'm taking the secret of map tax with me, and I'm leaving forever. Goodbye. No map tax. You need a mod for that, guys. Something that was available in Civ 6 is now no longer available in Civ 7. This is my beef with this game. Why did we have Civ 6 if we weren't going to build upon it and make a better civilization from it? Alright, and we're going to hear a couple of more beefs that I have with this game. Alright, so here's our advisors. I get to choose an advisor now. This is new. Okay, we're going to choose cultural advisor because that's the focus of this guy. But let's see. We will win a cultural victory. We attract the most tourists to our empire. Let us conquer hearts, not cities. Economic victory is merely a matter of controlling the world's bounty. Follow me with yours. By controlling the most settlements, we bring the world under our empire's protection. This is the path to military victory. To win the space race, I can think of no better proof of our empire's greatness. We have much to accomplish. We are going to go here. Confirm. We can change it by visiting the advisor council. Excellent. How do we do that? Are they up here? There they are. Advisor council. Right. We can check. Cultural advisor. There are 4 ways to achieve. Okay, so here we go. They're telling us how to do it. Achieve a victory in civilization. Blah, 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 blah. To win a culture, you must attract tourists to your empire. Oh, there. You can click tourists. Oh, but we couldn't write tourism, but we could click tourists. Okay, good. Tourism is the score used for cultural victory. Great. Wonders. Natural wonders. Unique improvements. Creation. Okay, good. Tourists are a measure of how attractive your empire is to others. All sorts of things can attract tourists, including attracting wonders and unique buildings and unique improvements. Very nice. I like the mousing over. Very cool. Having natural wonders gives you, as does celebration and great works. This is much more expanded than before. Before it was just build wonders, you win the wonder victory. Much more simple. Now we've got a chance to do more things. Very good. And let's talk about this. This is my next beef. Victory conditions. So in Civ 6 we had our victory conditions. They were sometimes very, very hard to understand. They were quite complicated in some ways. Can't think of the word. Like the cultural victory, very, very confusing for a lot of people. I actually had to make a video on it in Civ 6 to just help some people and go, guys, this is how you do it, this is what it means. This one seems pretty straightforward, but when we first launched it, let's talk about Civ 6. Civ 6 had you build things that provide culture and tourism, and those things attract people to your civilization. We had great works of art, we had great works of music, great works of writing, great people. Another problem in this game. No great people. Great people just gone. The guy who designed great people, we fired him, he ran away. We don't know where he is. He didn't tell us how to do it. Didn't write it down on a piece of paper. Nobody knows how to code it. Great people are no longer in this game. They're gone. Goodbye. Thank you very much. You enjoyed them for one civilization, and that was it. And it's gone. But actually, no, we had great people before. So this is not true. We had it in other civilizations as well. And so this is nonsense to me. I don't understand why we just don't have them anymore. But now we at least have some new things that we can add tourism with. Although no great works of art. Sorry guys, those things don't exist anymore. Let's go. Our scout is scouting. He's going to look. There's more camels. Next city. Where's it going to go? Right over there. We want the camels. Camels are the only important resource in this game, guys. Because they allow you to have more resources in your cities. They are the cool things. Resources don't do much. They just give you these slight bonuses that are cool and all, but you don't really need them to do anything. It's not going to matter if I don't have any horses. I can still build horsemen. Right, we're going to go here because we're going to get the camels. We're also going to get this tile, and we're going to get that tile. We're going to get happiness. Happiness is always good. Look, see, there's the camels. Next time our city grows, that camel is going to be ours. And we will get this tile. If we grab the camels, we get this tile, and that's it. Unfortunately, but we still get the camels, which are great. Onward. We want to scout out here. Let's do our thing again. This one. I heard that noise. There it is. There's a nice little noise that plays. I've got the music and stuff a bit lower so you can hear me. But there is our wreckage. We could go get it. It's going to give us a special little adventure to go on. We got a new resource here. No crabs. Beautiful. I don't think we had crabs before. For some reason, crabs disappeared, but now we have them. All right. Excellent. Keep going. We haven't met anyone yet. We can build. There's our hoplites. Our hoplites are going to go and explore up this way. They're going to try and find some stuff. Now, let's look at hoplites. If I right-click on hoplites, does it open the Civilopedia? No, my friends, it doesn't. You cannot open the Civilopedia from here. Could do it in Civ 6. I'm not sure why we can't do things that we could do in Civ 6 in Civ 7 and in every other Civ, but we can't do them here. Okay, good. We need another hoplite. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hoplites stand next to other hoplites and they kill things. Good. Another hoplite. Here we go. How's our money going? Can we click on it? Yes, we can. Excellent. Does it tell us where our money is going? We're not spending any on those, so we can build more of them. Very nice. That's what I wanted to find out. Okay, we're going to head up to that. We'll go this way. We find another river. Navigable rivers. Fantastic. Excellent. Ace design. Thank you so much. We asked for it for such a long time. We finally got them. Those are great. Keep those in. Much better than Civ 6. One of the few things that are better than Civ 6 in this game is navigable rivers. And if you remember in Civ 2, a long time ago in Civ 2, if you were moving along a river, and for lots of other civilizations after that, you treated them as roads and got a movement bonus using rivers to travel further than you could walking, as they did historically. And I'm not sure if that is the same. We'll test it out with our guy. Beautiful though. Little hoplites looking great. Very well detailed and lovely. I do like that about the map. We're going to get to some of the things I don't like about the map. Just now, we did get... Oh, that is new. That is new. That was a little tooltip that popped up that showed a production increase. Oh, here we go. It's because we had an eruption. There, showed us. And that gave us a boost. So if we look at this desert, only 1. If we look at this desert, 2. That's good. In Civ 6, though, what would happen when you had a volcanic eruption is there would be volcanic soil that would show that there was an eruption that happened here, and it would be able to be improved, and it would give you bonus yields. And that was such an awesome idea. We had that, a whole DLC around it called Going Storm. There it is. A whole DLC about putting in disasters and improving the map terrain when disasters occur. And do we keep it for Civilization 7? No, my friends, we do not keep it for Civilization 7. We just throw it away. That guy, he left. He doesn't work here anymore. I'm so sorry. We don't know how to do it. We just forgot. Ancient walls, we do want masonry, because we are people who like culture. I did want sailing because I really would like to get my things up here. Brickyard gives us bonus on clay pits. We don't care about that. I think we're going to go for, let's do the tree. What else does this pottery give us? Irrigation. Garden settlement limit, foods on farms, and leads to bronze working. I feel like we're going to go this way first. Right. Ah, we cannot. Oh, look. We can still only move 2 on a river. So that did not make us move further. In fact, we can only move 1. It's used our whole turn to move up this river 1. Guys, these people had little boats and stuff. They moved faster when there was water. They didn't move slower. Okay, we haven't discovered sailing yet, so maybe that's going to make, or like, yeah, sailing, does it make it better? It doesn't. It says land units can traverse coast terrain. Does it make you move faster on water? No. Doesn't. Sorry. So far, guys, I'm not super impressed with the test of time, okay? It hasn't changed enough of the game to make it better. Yes, build them. Okay, dismiss. We don't care. I know how to build wonders. Thank you. There's science there as well. Very nice. Can we move here? Yes. Alright, this is the same as it was before when you go into a ruins. Not like, you know, Civ 6 and every other Civ before when you get a barbarian hut. It gives you a goodie, and now it's a story. You get to choose one of 2 choices. So I can get food and production, or I can get happiness. Celebration is where I'm going to go because that's going to give me tourism. And we now have silk. Nice. Very cool. Hoplites. Only one way to go. That way. We are trapped here on this little island of existence. And we're going to keep zooming through our age. We're already 8% through. We've got our first civic. We can get these and the civics tree. Alright, change policies. Yay, we get toolmaking, click, and charismatic leader. Don't drag them, you can only click them, right? Okay, very nice. Culture is up, science is up. We can choose now. Let's look at our tree. We still have the 2 trees, the Greek civics tree, the antiquity civics tree. Greek civics tree is going to give us our quarters. We want to get our quarter as soon as possible, especially this one. This Xenia 1. Okay, so K, inspect. Okay, so if I push K, it stays up. We want this. Okay? We don't want this yet. Alright, so we are going to research these things. That one. Let's go back here and have a look. What else can we get? Mysticism is also 12 turns. Gives us our priesthood, our culture, our pantheon. I'm not impressed with the pantheons for this game. They only work if you build an altar, which you have to spend all the time building an altar. This gives us growth rate. That's pretty good in towns. We don't have any towns yet. Great steel. No, thank you. We're good. We've got a hoplite. Now we can build one more thing. Do we want a saw pit? No, we only have 2 and 1. We don't care about that. Granary might be okay if we were going to build farms. We're not going to build farms in desert. Slinger it is. Right, hoplite ye go that way. In this hoplite ye go that way. We're going to keep the hoplites together. We're going to find someone to kill. We get to choose our government. This is the same. We get to choice of 3. We're going to get this because we want to get culture, conduct wonders. Yes, please. That's where we're going. Nice and clear. You get to choose culture or science or growth. Very nice. I do like that. Diplomatic currency or influence still there. We don't have any other diplomatic currency. This is it. Let's go one here. Let's go search. I find goodie huts are not very frequent as well. There's some furs up in the tundra. Is it tundra? Tiger. Tiger. Here hides. That's appropriate. Like that. Here is iron. Great. Do we need iron to make iron units? No, we do not. It just gives them extra combat strength. Sorry for you if you wanted to hoard all the iron and stop other people from building advanced units and beat them with technology in a very smart way. You may not do that anymore. You can just get stronger iron units than they've got. So, strategic depth, awesome. Level decreased. Very, very sad about it. Right, let's go look a bit more. We found some marble. This is going to give us wonder production only in grassland, tundra, and marine. This is another change I don't particularly like about this game. That marble can only be used to increase in 3 different biomes. We can't use marble on the desert. They didn't build marble in their pyramids at all. I mean, I kind of feel like they did, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Maybe things were never built in mountains. You know, that place where the Oracle, the Oracle? Yes, that's what it's called, the Oracle of Delphi. Never ever was on a mountain, ever. It was in grassland, guys, don't you remember? I'm sure that's how Greek history went. All those Greek history buffs in the comments can tell me how right I am, that the Pantheon and all of those were never built up in the mountains. I guess I didn't play Assassin's Creed, and they were all wrong in Assassin's Creed when they had things up in the hills of Greece. You can't build with marble up in the hills, guys. You have to build in grassland, tundra, and marine. Do you understand? It's not possible to build anywhere else, right? Not possible. Limestone. We built with limestone everywhere. We didn't care about limestone. Limestone just got a pass. Limestone gets to produce 5% for every wonder. Right, I like it. Where can these guys go? They can go over there. So that means these guys are going to go there. We're trying to find someone to befriend. Oh, there's a thing down there. We got our camels. Boom. Camels achieved. Right, what can we build here? So now camels are a camp. So we have a camp. We have a woodcutter. This is, oh, I need to build a saw pit. You don't really need to build a saw pit. Seems like we have to. Can I build a settler? No. I cannot build a settler, guys. Another nitpick I have. When am I allowed to build settlers? Well, let's have a look. I can get a settlement limit increase. Can I build a settler? So units are these things, yeah? So, where's the one that says I can settle? Huh? Is there one? Apparently people were not allowed to leave their towns and go and form new towns before some specific time in the future. I've got an army commander, so I can command an army if I research this, but I cannot build a settler. I have 4 people in here, and they all love it in Athens so much they do not ever want to leave. Can't do it. I haven't played this for a while, so I can't remember. Founder, settlers, they're called founders. Settlers can be used to purchase at least 5 population. So you have to get 5 people before they decide to kick somebody out and go, no, I'm sorry, we don't like you anymore. You dude are smelly, you're the smelly feet guy. You know, our house holds 5 people. Oh, we had a flood that just destroyed us. Very nice. You're a smelly foot guy. We don't like you in here. You go out and make your life somewhere else. You're not allowed to live with us. No settlers before 5. In every other civilization, you've had to have 2 people to build a settler. Cannot build a settler now. We need another slinger. We've got lots of money. We're still not spending any money on units. Go. Just don't understand some of the changes, guys. They make me a bit confused. Right, here we go. Long sticks to whip a wicker ball. Let's get gold and happiness, or we can get culture. I think we're going to take culture because we need to unlock this to get more culture. So culture is a bit more important than happiness right now. This dude, not very happy. He got caught in a rainstorm. He's going to heal. I like that. They set up a little encampment. The animations are fantastic in this game. Really, really good. This guy's going to head out there. I think these guys are going to go down here. We've got our slinger. Our slinger's going to stay away from rivers because apparently rivers flood whenever we walk in them. And we're in a quiet little corner of the world. Haven't met anyone. We haven't met a city-state. We haven't met another ruler. Oh, there we go. Speak of city-states. And they shall appear. Look, more iron. We're going to move there. And these guys are going to fortify. They get to spend their turn building fortifications. They don't have fortifications yet. They're busy building them. Any other Civ game, you would click F and your guy would start to fortify as well. I think he'd be fortified by the next turn. So that's pretty much the same. Hasn't changed much. We did get attacked. Hopefully we're going to have our... We have to go here. We've got to go in there. Somebody grabbed that, looks like. Yeah, it's gone now. What else we got? These guys are unfortunately not built the fortifications. And so that means there will not be any fortifications because I've had to move them. Nothing I can do. Another one. We're running out of things to build here, guys. I don't have 5 people, so I can't build a settler. When am I going to grow? 11 more turns, so I cannot build a settler. So now I'm forced to build this stupid granary that I don't want. And if you build on one of these tiles that you've already got a person on, you get the person back refunded. That's a nice little way to jump tiles. You buy a building on top of a person, get the person back, claim a place, buy a building on top of that place, get the person back. That's what I was doing last one. Let's build it here. Okay, we have to have farms. We're not allowed to not have farms. Sorry, guys. The desert is where we farm nowadays. This guy's next to another hoplite, so he's pretty strong. He's gonna just heal. We don't have time to heal and fortify. Healing doesn't fortify. So those are 2 different things now. Used to be you could just fortify until healed. You don't get to fortify until healed anymore. Now you have to just fortify or heal. And fortifying takes you 1 turn. So that hasn't changed. Still the same. Of course they're going to attack my slinger. Slinger's going to heal. Everyone has to heal. Ah, we've met somebody. These little animations, very nice, but I hardly ever watch them. We can friendly greeting him. I think we'll just neutral him. We don't care too much. Carry on talking. We're not going to do any of this stuff because I want to save it for meeting these guys. So there, his dude stole my stuff. Aha! We have met them. We can incite them to raid someone else, or we can befriend them. We will befriend them. Bam. Now that we've met and befriended these people, we can now speak to this man and do our cultural exchange because we have more than enough. So that is going to give it. He accepts it. Okay, we've got it here, but now it doesn't tell us what it's doing right now for us if we mouse over it. Oh, I forgot. Forgot what it does. Let's go over here. Okay, good. Here, I have to go here. I receive 4. He accepted it. He gets 2. He didn't support it. He just accepted it. So I get 4 culture. So now we're down to 1. Very nice. I'm still building this stupid granary. Very upset about the granary. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a little bit peeved about having to build the granary.
Administration is in the
Now we can build the Odeon.
and
Right.
of the few.
We can also... Oh, I should have waited for this. Nah, I've wasted. Okay, I was a bit silly. I needed to do this. Because I just could have used 50% less. So that was my silliness. I forgot that I was researching this. I'm just a little bit peeved about stuff. Okay, so what are we going to take away? Culture or production and science? I think we need to take away some culture. And we can do that. But right now it doesn't help us. But when are we allowed to change it? Only when we do a tradition. So we're going to keep that the same. We should have waited one turn. We're going to do Agog. Or we can do discipline. Discipline's going to give us our thing. Agog's going to give us 2 if placed on rough terrain. 1 combat check for city units. This is really good. Getting army commander also super good. And we get a free army commander, so I think we need that. Natural wonders. Okay, thank you. We don't have any of those. We're going to go over here. Oh look, there's a tent camp. These guys are going to go down here. We're befriending these guys, so we don't really want to attack them. I think we're okay. We can kind of be here to defend. I think we can move these guys here, and these guys can fortify, and these guys can fortify. We're going to make this a little bottleneck here, and we're going to just build our cities here. Send these dudes down here to check out this side. We've got some rice. We've got some llamas. Alright.
He was the first.
So far it seems to be playing very similarly to how I played before. We've got our monuments, got our pyramids, ancient walls, very nice. We're starting to have a lot of availability of a lot of cultural things. I'm building a granary. Very not happy about it. So let's keep going. We now can get sailing, or we can get masonry too. We're not going to go for the codexes. We can get the brickyard, which gives us clay pits, mines, and quarries. And that is one that I would have built, because I do have a lot of that around me, but I want sailing. Hey, we have a classical republic, assembly of the day, culture. We don't have any wonders to build, so culture for 10 turns. Woohoo! And we get another slot. That's the same as before. This guy gonna go down this way. Oh no, I'm silly. What am I doing? I'm not thinking. I can't go back though. This guy is going to just heal. This guy's gonna go down here and carry on going. So we can see now our relationship with this guy. We are pretty much the same as him. He's got more happiness. But we are doing okay. Let's get this. Farmers have been trolling. We can give that over to horses to give a horse resource, or we can get food. We don't really care too much about horses. We'll take the food. Hopefully our city will grow. We can take some more tiles. We do have more. He took it. I'm a dumbo. I lost that because I'm talking too much. Let's do this. There we go. Double. That's where we're going. Straight down there. Now I can set my guy to move there. He is going to move there now. So that's all still the same. We have our bonus running. 17% towards age will end at 140 age progress. It's currently at 24. So we still got a ways to go. Let's go see what's down here. It's not a scout, so not the best, but he's doing what he can do. Odeon gives +1 culture for adjacent quarters and wonders. But if we look at the Parthenon is +2 if placed on rough terrain, adjacent wonders. So you can kind of plan out your cities and think about, okay, what wonders do I want to build? We are going to build this granary here. We should probably build the monument on top of the granary, make ourselves a district. Once you build 2 units, the two buildings inside a hex, it becomes a district. So we want the Odeon, we want to try and surround it with stuff. What are we going to go for? we're going to look and see, cultural-wise, what have we got here? Look at the wonders. That's not a wonder. There's the wonder. The Great Steel must be placed on flat terrain. Dur Shuriken. Sounds like Ryu. Shuriken! Science. Fortifications. Extra combat strength. Doesn't sound like anything that we're going to be doing. Gate of all nations is the one to get. Must be placed adjacent to a district. And we can push K to check. Oh, what is a district? Tiles contains at least one building. Cool. So if it does 2 buildings, it becomes a quarter. Alright, so we can build that. So we want to go for this gate. We need an extra district. That's great. So if we think about that, flat land here. Gate of all nations. We could build the Gate of all nations over here, but that'll use grassland. We don't have any rough terrain. This is the problem. We need rough terrain. And all our rough terrain has things next to it. Okay, here's a farm. Here's a quarter? No. If we build our thing here, we can build the Gate of all nations here, but that means we're only blocked by building. We want to try and build as many wonders as possible around it. Rough terrain. Gate of all nations is flat. Another one here. What rough terrain things do we have? So this is kind of planning you got to do ahead now if you want to do some kind of adjacency bonuses or things like that. It's a little bit more complicated in my mind. If we wanted something like the Hanging Gardens, we need it on adjacent to a river. Now I have no rivers, so adjacent to a river over here, but I can't build my quarter there. I feel like the place that gives me the most space is this one, because I have to build it adjacent. So I have to build it here. That means I've got a rough tile, a flat tile, flat tile, flat tile to build wonders. So let's build the Odeon. Let's stick it over here. There it goes. 15 turns, and we shall get the Odeon. Alright, so if I'm thinking about something, that is another thing that was a thing that I didn't quite enjoy about the game, that I was hoping that they would look at fixing, is the visibility of the different buildings. So now, being far away, like if I'm playing like this, which I often do, play zoomed out quite far. Some people used to have a strategic view. We don't have a strategic view anymore, guys. There's no strategic view. You have to play on this map. You have to. You cannot click the button, go to strategic view, and see the tiles as like a board game. Cannot do it anymore. Problem, right? So before, if you would, and that was so much better because it also had the tiles colored. If I look at this city, I can only tell which is the middle tile. Right now, I can't tell what buildings are in this city, except for like, I can kind of see that that is like an amphitheater of some kind. And that's it. But there's no difference from this urban tile and that urban tile. You cannot tell. This almost looks like an urban tile from this far away. It's got buildings on it. Okay, if I have to, once they're small, but they look like they could be. This one's quite sparse. It's not super well built up. There, look at that. It's got a little hut, whatever. It looks like it's got stuff on it. Little house and stuff. I can see that there's the tile there. Yeah, I can see that there's camels because I've got... Can't tell. There's no differentiation between the buildings. So once you've got cities that are this big, and every single tile has buildings on it, just looking at the city and going, what's in the city? I can't tell. I have to like zoom in and I have to like mouse over and go, oh, this has got a granary. Oh, that one's got an Odeon. That one's got a palace. There's no color change. There's nothing. Civ 6, we had our districts. Each district was color coded. You could see straight away. This is yellow. It makes gold. That is purple. It makes diplomacy or culture. That one is red. It's for armies. That one is brown. It makes industry. It was easy to tell. We can't tell anymore what things are where, and it's frustrating. And we don't have a strategic view to click and go, oh, there's all my things laid out. I can see what they are. Because there's too many different buildings now. And they all go all over the map. There used to be just the buildings were inside the districts or inside, everything else went in the city center. You can't do that anymore. You have to, it's two max, and then you overbuild them, except for the things that you can't overbuild because for some reason we have to have a granary in the year, 2026. We have to have the granary that we built at minus 4000 BC. We can't just build over the thing and make a warehouse. No, not allowed to, guys. You're not allowed to. That guy left the company and we don't know how to build it anymore. We don't know how to code it. Yeah. I think you can see I'm a little bit upset with this game. It's looking good. I have to say it's looking better than it did before. Okay, I've got my little upgrade there, which keeps showing me that I have a thing to click, and I should have done it in the beginning of the game because I gave it to myself. But I'm not playing this one to win, guys. I'm just trying to have a look and see if this civilization is going to stand the test of time. And because I bought the Civ 6, leader pass. When it came out, before the game came out, I bought the leader pass. I was so excited. I played Civ 5. I loved Civ 5. I thought it was a beautiful game. Civ 6 coming out, they're going to do new things. It's going to be better. They did new things. They changed the game. They gave districts never were districts before. They changed the way that the culture works. They changed everything. And there were problems. People didn't like it. That's fine. But it was still a Civ game. It still had the things that made Civilization Civilization. This game, it's new. As someone said, it's a great game. But it's not Civilization. It's changed. It's become something different. They've taken out a whole lot of things that they've had in every civilization up till now, and they've just thrown them away as if they'd forgotten how to do them, and then released a horrible mess on top. And I bought the deluxe edition. When I bought this game, I heard it was coming out. I was like, I love this game. I love Civilization. I am going to buy. I bought the original pack that had the deluxe edition. I paid a lot of money for it. I got to play the game 7 days early. As I said in the beginning of that time, I was very happy with the game until I started actually looking around, and looking behind the paintwork and seeing how much was missing. And getting through a game and getting to religion and finding that religion was just nonsense now. It was so shallow. The game is so shallow, and they've taken away all the strategic depth of the game. And it looks pretty, but it's got no depth. And that's the thing that makes me the saddest about it. And I really would have refunded the game if I could have. And I would not have bought it. Even now. I would have watched somebody else play the game and gone, oh, it's still just shallow. And it's doing things that other games did better. I've played as many of these as I could play, and from old world to, I could go and show you my library and show you all the games I've played. This one did not wow me with the things that they tried to do. I like turn-based strategy, guys. Here is my turn-based strategy collection of games, right? A lot of them are not 4X. There's all different things. I've got Eodor. I've got lots of cool games that I really like. Galciv. Humankind. I loved Humankind. Humankind were the ones who did Civ switching. They did it better, in my opinion. Did it much better than this game has done it. Everyone complained, we don't want Civ switching. They brought about Test of Time. Great. There's so many. If we look at Civilization, Sid Meier's Civilization is Beyond Earth 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2 I've still got I haven't done. This is a brand new computer. I haven't put it on this, but I've got it. I can put it on anytime I want. I can play it. It's Office Centauri. I've got it. I can play it anytime I want. I love these games. I've loved them since they came out. I started playing this game in primary school. I love it. I do not love this one. I love all the others. Do not love it. I feel like they have just destroyed it, and I'm really hoping that they're going to start working on Civ 8 and they're going to make a much better work at it, and they're going to give us things that we haven't seen before, but they're not going to make it a game that is not Civilization. And they're going to bring back what made Civilization Civilization. They're going to make it historical. They're going to make it full of content. They're going to make things work like they're supposed to with regards to resources being required to do things, so that you need to control the map, so that you can research strategic technologies to beat your opponents and be the best civilization. Make religion mean something if you're going to have religion in the game, or take it out. Don't have it. I don't think you can take it out of Civilization. I think it needs to be there. I don't think very few of them have done it well. I think Civilization 3 or 4 did a really great job with the way religion spread throughout the game and being able to build temples and things. Fantastic. And that lovely sound whenever it went off, dong, and it just spread in your city. Loved it. I do not love it in this game. Merchants seem useless. They do very little. Money, it seems too easy to come by from what I've seen of other streamers playing the game. But all I can say of this game is it looks beautiful. And that is it. Substance is lacking. Paint on the outside, fantastic. It's got a good paint job, but behind the paint job there is nothing. It's like a two-stroke engine. It's just chugging along. It's not doing what's required of it. And I don't think I'm going to come back to this game. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to make videos of it. I'm not going to promote it at all, because it's just not where it needs to be. They need to take out the forcing of you having to build these stupid buildings and keep them for the rest of your life, when they don't do anything for you, or when a better version of it comes out. They've done something about the Civ switching, which is great, and I don't actually mind the Civ switching. I'm not opposed to it. They need to make resources matter, and they need to make sure their victory conditions are worthwhile in achieving and easily explained and easy to figure out how to do, but not to achieve. They need to be difficult to achieve. And maybe if that happens, I'll come back to this game. Until that time, I would say stay away from it, and rather play Civ 6. Civ 6 is better. It's going to be better for a long time. Civ 5 is better, Civ 4 is better, Civ 3 is better, Civ 2 is better. Every Civ that you could play is better than this one. I would go so far as to say Sid Meier's Beyond Earth is better than this game. And you should rather go and play that. You'll have more fun with that game. At least you get to build cool space stuff and kill aliens and make hybrid units out of different technologies, and you have to get strategic resources to build them, and it's actually tactical. So that's my opinion. You guys can use it, don't use it, make your own, play it yourself. I would just say make sure you play for under 2 hours so that you can refund it when you're not happy, because I didn't, and I am very upset about it. So that's all from me. See you next time, guys. Adios. Bye-bye.